USRT gang. It's your boy with the fat SwaggyReacts, and we are back with another reaction video, man. And yo, it's midnight and it's scary hour, so y'all know what time it is. But hey, I got a special treat for y'all tonight, man. I got a special treat for y'all. Like tonight we're gonna be reacting to Mr. Nightmare, New Year's Eve horror stories, and I also want to just also give you guys a double dip tonight, man. We're gonna be reacting to Mr. Nightmare, and also we're gonna be reacting to Chills as well, man. Chills as well, or whatever. Because I know I missed last night, so I'm just doubling up for you guys tonight, man. So y'all know I love y'all at midnight, man. I want to make sure you guys just share the videos tonight, and then we're also gonna be checking out 11 scary videos you must pay attention to. So yeah, so shouts out to y'all, man. Happy New Year again to everyone, man. And I'm I'm sorry I missed last night, but we back on it, and I'm pretty much just giving you guys, two videos tonight. So without further ado, man, Mr. Nightmare. Let's get it, yo. Let's go.
After moving to the dorms for college, I started drinking a lot more than I did in high school. It changed me. During winter break, I came back home to my parents' house to spend the holidays with my family. New Year's was just becoming a holiday that I looked forward to, since it entailed a lot of partying with other people my age.
Yeah.
It was New Year's Eve night. My parents were out at a friend's party. I had my two best friends over. I'll call them Jim and Steve. That was really our hometown.
And it was crazy because I wanted to have a little New Year's party, but this whole COVID thing just literally messed it up. It messed up a lot of things. I'm pretty sure a lot of people even wanted to go celebrate, out to a party, or just out, just get out the house. But some people just had to stay home due to this COVID. So
Town squad back. My two best friends over. I'll call them Jim and Steve. That was really our hometown squad back then. We didn't have that many other friends that liked to go out. I had them over to drink and hang out while we figured out our plans for the night. Jim apparently was talking to this girl who invited him to a party across town. She told him that we could come too, so that was our plan.
Okay.
We downed a few shots of rum, then polished off a few cans of beer each, and we each were pretty drunk.
Oh yeah, they was getting lit. They had some rum, and then they was sipping beer after that. Oh yeah, they was white boy wasted.
Jim then polished off a few cans of beer each, and we each were pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Jim called an Uber to the address the girl gave him, and we all split it 3 ways. Jim said he never met this girl, but that they matched on Tinder a week ago, and that she was really pretty and seemed cool based on her texting style. The Uber driver pulled us up in front of some storage-looking building. This was apparently the address. We were confused. Jim read the address over, and we all confirmed on our phones that this building was what came up under the address. Before allowing the Uber driver to leave, Jim confirmed with the girl he was talking to that it was in fact this building and not a house. Almost instantly, she texted back confirming this. So we all got out from the Uber, and then he slowly disappeared down the street. We made jokes about not really wanting to go in and calling the Uber to come back, but ultimately we ended up just going in.
Oh, shit.
We looked for an entryway, and it seemed there was a small door left open with a big guy standing by it. We approached him and asked if this was the party. He nodded his head and pointed in the doorway without saying a word. Pretty sketchy. We walked into this...
Hell no, bro. See, if you invite me to a party, first off, do they hear any music, anything, or do they hear anything going on? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's too quiet, come on, man.
And pointed in the doorway without saying a word. Pretty sketchy. We walked into this very dark, narrow hallway, following a lone ceiling light hanging at the end of the hall. We were getting closer to the sound of the loud, rumbling music. We got to the end of the hall and found the opening to, I guess, what was supposed to be the party floor. It wasn't nearly as big on the inside as the outside. It was very dark, the only lighting being from a couple cheap-looking strobe light machines. There wasn't a huge crowd, maybe 20 to 30 people sprawled out throughout the area. No one was really dancing either. Everyone was kind of standing in their own little circles. A lot of people were just sitting in chairs by themselves, kind of eyeing us down. The weirdest and most off-putting thing of all, though, we didn't see any females. The music was very loud and hard to talk over, so we moved to a corner further from the speakers and the crowds. I yelled at Jim to call that girl and ask her where she is. She texted back saying she's in the back section, just beyond the double doors. She told us to meet her there. This didn't sound right, and I told Jim that. He said we'd just take a peek back there and leave if she's not there. Jim led the way, following the directions from this girl. We went through these 2 doors held open by door stoppers into this dimly lit narrow hall with a bunch of doors. As we walked, someone quickly appeared from one of the rooms and whispered something in Jim's ear. Jim kept saying what, looking very confused. Then he turned to us and waved his hand saying, "Let's just get out of here." We didn't question it. As we walked back through that little main dance hall, I could tell we were getting looked at again. Some big guy at one of the doors tried stopping us for whatever reason. We just walked through him back down the hall we came through. We noticed he was following us, and finally Jim yelled "run" and started sprinting down the hall. That's when I knew shit was real. We followed, and the guy behind us yelled at the top of his lungs, "Yo, stop them," probably to the guy standing at the entry door. He didn't really make an effort to stop us though when we ran back out the front door. We ran out of the little parking lot into the closest main road, where we called an Uber again. Jim explained that the dude in the hall whispered in his ear to get out of there before midnight, as they were going to trap everyone in there.
What?
Jim didn't ask any more questions. He basically just told us to haul ass out.
Oh,
This led us to believe that girl he was talking to didn't exist.
Right. I was about to say that was definitely probably just one of these guys that was in there to possibly setting you guys up to rob y'all or possibly kill y'all. So you never know, bruh. It's like, dog. Like they talking about trapping multiple people in there, so they was planning on doing some horrific shit, dog. So thank God that y'all got away in time, man.
Told us to haul ass out. This led us to believe that girl he was talking to didn't exist. It was just some kind of trap to lure unsuspecting victims into whatever was about to go down in that building that night. We made an anonymous police report that something was going down in there that night, and that it should be investigated and shut down. We spent midnight on that New Year's sitting in my living room by ourselves. We never found out what transpired in that warehouse.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It was New Year's Eve of 2016. My girlfriend and I were hosting a party in my condo. I invited about 30 people and said they could bring whoever they want as long as they were respectful of my place. As we were setting things up for the party, we kept losing things and then finding them back in the same place a few minutes later, like the TV remote, her bag, or just anything we seemed to need at the moment. We thought we were just imagining it, but it kept happening over and over. We figured it was the two of us just accidentally moving stuff without the other knowing. Our guests started pouring in around 9 to 10. That's when we told everyone to arrive. Since my friends would be bringing friends, I positioned some of my surveillance cameras in rooms with valuables, such as the living room and the bedrooms.
Yes.
By the time everyone was over, things were still kind of disappearing. Like at one point, I wanted to show my friends my new pair of shoes my girlfriend got me for Christmas, and I couldn't find them. And even more, my window was left open in my bedroom. Albeit it was a party, and I had to assume my girlfriend or some of the guests had to do with some of this stuff.
Right. See, and like that's another reason why, like I don't really have people that I don't know over my house. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like if I don't know you, then I'm not gonna invite you over my house, bro. It is what it is. I don't like if a friend want to bring a friend, I'm like, bro, listen, listen, I'm not finna deal with that, bro. Like I have to physically know you to have you around my things, and just around my daughter possibly, bro, like that's just me, bro. But
Yet it was a party, and I had to assume my girlfriend or some of the guests had to do with some of this stuff. But it started getting weird. Nevertheless, the condo was crowded, and I didn't have much time to be worrying about this stuff. I told myself I'd check the surveillance footage after the party, or if things persisted, I'd check it during the party.
yeah,
There were a handful of faces I didn't recognize, but I met most of them through whichever friends brought them over. That time of the night that people either can't wait for or dread finally came, and we all started to gather around the TV to watch the ball drop in Times Square.
yeah.
I looked around the room and noticed some tall guy in a black trench coat facing the wall opposite the TV. He was looking down at the couch doing something. I was about to ask my friend Alan if he knew who that was, but everyone started counting down, so I turned my attention to that and joined in. Everyone yelled Happy New Year and all that, and anyone who came as a couple got their New Year's kiss. And when everyone settled down a bit, I realized that tall guy wasn't in the room anymore. I asked Alan if he knew who that tall guy was, and he said, yeah, that's Tom's friend. So that was that. One of my friend's girlfriends eventually came downstairs and said whoever the guy in the trench coat wasn't leaving the bathroom. I told her it was Tom's friend, and to just use the master bedroom bathroom, so she went back upstairs. Eventually the clock hit 2 a.m., and that's when things were dwindling down and people were starting to make their exits. When everyone was gone, my girlfriend and I said we'd clean up tomorrow. However, we did a quick inspection to make sure nothing was stolen. Her bag was gone completely this time, and so was one of my expensive watches. I rushed to our bedroom to pause the video cameras so I could download the footage and play it back. We started watching from the time guests started to arrive. I had it on fast forward, and we just skimmed all 3 cameras. Eventually, we noticed Tom's friend in the trench coat in the guest bedroom, going through our stuff. I paused the footage in a fit of rage. I cut the footage to a 30-second clip and sent it to my phone, and then texted Tom immediately. I said, your friend stole shit from my apartment, bro. He texted back, dude, no way, what do you mean? Then I sent him the footage. A minute later, he texted back, who the hell is that? I don't know who that is. I wrote back, I was told that was your friend. Once again, he said, dude, I don't know that guy.
Yo.
My girlfriend and I got nervous now, so I went on a texting spree, texting all of my friends who came, asking if they knew that person.
That's crazy.
From everyone who was still awake, we got a bunch of no's. So we went to finish the video footage, following the guy in the trench coat. He made his way into our bedroom, opened the door, then started dropping some of our belongings out the window, including my girlfriend's bag. I felt like the room was spinning and my heart was in my throat. Then, the man in the video quickly turned around as if he heard someone coming up the stairs, and he crawled under the bed. We sped through the rest of the video footage, but he never got out from under the bed.
What?
Under the bed that we were currently sitting on using the laptop. I saw the fear in my girlfriend's eyes, and her temptation to scream, but I covered her mouth with my hand and whispered in her ear, run on the count of 3. But she couldn't help it. She let out a cry. So I had to yell at her to just run out of the room. I pushed her off the bed and followed close behind. I took a look under the bed before slamming the door shut, and I saw him down there under the bed. We made eye contact. It was an indescribable moment.
Bro.
We called the cops in the kitchen, both grabbing big kitchen knives. Police made it to my condo in like 3 minutes, but by that time the intruder was gone. Our bedroom window was once again open.
Like, why would you even let him get out? Like, no, bro. Like, listen. Yo, ain't no way, bro. Like, yo.
Minutes. But by that time, the intruder was gone, and our bedroom window was once again open. He escaped through the window and got away with our belongings. I handed over the video footage files to the police department, and they would review it and record an image of the man's face.
That's crazy.
Of course, he was never found. At least not by our local police department.
Like, that is crazy, man. Like for someone to just, like, that's the reason why I'm kind of hesitant on having people over my house, bro. Especially that I don't know. You know, because, like, nah, bro. Hell nah, bro. That's crazy. And they were, like he was still in the house under the bed. Like, and y'all let him get away. Like, why would you let him get away? Like, stop him. Like, you got the knives. He's not going to move if both of y'all got knives, bro. Like, I understand y'all scared because y'all don't know what he has either. But at the same time, come on, bro. That's some value. All right, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But shouts out to Mr. Nightmare, man. Like, for giving us that dope content. Now we finna move on to chills. Know what I'm saying? And, yeah, so please make sure you guys, again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it, dog. Let's rock.
Is holding very still with his arm out at an odd angle. That's because he doesn't want to attract the wrath of this dangerous little fellow who somehow slithered into a scary situation.
Oh, no!
He is helpless as his friend carefully pinches his sleeve to determine where the snake is. He makes a cutting motion with his free hand to tell his friend what to do, not wanting to alert the snake with the vibrations of his...
Y'all know how I feel about snakes, bro. Y'all know this already. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I do not know. And then, how did they even get in this? How did that even happen?
tell his friend what to do, not wanting to alert the snake with the vibrations of his voice. Once they carefully cut away the sleeve, you can see the snake is curled around his right bicep and in no hurry to leave. The mouth is right by his arm and it would take less than a second to strike with fangs. They wisely pull open the sleeve with the scissors to distract the snake and get its head away from his arm, but there's not enough room, so they need to cut more. By now the snake is getting upset, so with no time left, they reach in and scoop him out. I guess they could have done that the whole time, but it was much too risky to be a first option. Take a look at its markings and tell me what kind of snake this is. I'm guessing by the way they handle it with such extreme caution that it has to be venomous. Some creepy moments were caught on street cam in a neighborhood believed to be in India. A man on a motorcycle suddenly pulls over and stares at something. Another person looks over their shoulder and gives pause at something unseen as well. At 1 minute and 14 seconds, the man on the motorcycle nods at whatever's approaching, as if asking the man what it is. The second man does not acknowledge what he's seen and keeps walking. Moments later, a small child walks directly up to the motorcycle, and one look at his face sends the man reeling. The rumor is that this child was actually a jinn. I don't know what he said or heard, but it's enough to make him flee without his bike. Maybe he thought he was about to get ambushed and decided to give his bike up first. Or maybe, just maybe, this was a real demon sighting caught on camera after all. If so, then I doubt he ever wants to think about what he saw that night again, let alone tell us. Geschmack has a YouTube page full of regular vacation videos and then one creepy paranormal video. This one, an abandoned house he found while exploring a suburb of Los Angeles. There are supposed to be 2 ghost sightings caught on video, but are they real? Let's take a look. A lot of comments say this is an apparition wearing a white dress in the window here. It's hard to see, so you must.
I can barely see that. Can y'all see that in the window? Because I can't see that at all. A white dress?
This is an apparition wearing a white dress in the window here. It's hard to see, so you must pay attention. The ghost is wearing some kind of belt sash, like a bridal dress, and she is looking down with her hair over her eyes, or maybe a bride's veil. Can you see it? In reality, I'm pretty sure it's just glare from the sun. This second ghost sighting is much more bizarre and likely to be real. Check out this window at 6 minutes and 13 seconds. Something lifts the curtains and a face is caught in the window for a brief moment. When I point at its all black eye, the rest kind of falls in place. You can see the nose and tight-lipped expression underneath. Definitely not human. And if it's a reflection of something
I don't know about this one, Chills. You might be reaching with this one, Coach. You might be reaching. You was reaching with the last one, but this one here?
outside, then I don't know what it could be. A paranormal investigator known only as Survivor is on his way to go exploring an abandoned haunted cottage. On the outskirts of town, 1 o'clock in the morning is when he sees, in his words, a strange grandmother on an abandoned road. There is no reason for anybody to be walking miles from town so late at night, let alone a senior, so he pulls over to see if she needs any help. To his surprise, the woman who was just there moments ago has mysteriously disappeared. Wow. He has a really bad feeling, so he pulls over at the side of the road. What he finds next has him wondering if this was a real ghost sighting caught on video.
What the hell is that?
He finds nothing but an old tattered cloth where the woman was last sighted. It looks like it could just be a piece of roadside trash like a tarp or something. Yeah. Take another look. Was this item really what her ghost was wearing? A devious Dora doll goes exploring this house in a freaky paranormal way.
Yeah, we've seen this one before. I think it was on Nukes. I think it was on Nukes when we saw this one.
The moving figurine is caught on camera doing some really weird things that probably weren't advertised on the back of the box. Creepy stuff like this. According to the uploader of this video, there were no batteries in this doll when Dora turns to face the camera like she's been caught.
That's
You
still
must pay
crazy.
attention. But
That's
as one
still-
person pointed out, you can see the doll slowly turning its head for about 13 seconds before it snaps.
Yeah.
The little girl is too busy singing to notice what's going on. Or maybe she's used to it happening by now. Then again, maybe there is somebody behind the door holding the doll in such a way that we can't see their hand. This hauntingly scary video was taken during a ceremony in the desert of Saudi Arabia. Look closely or you'll miss the scary stuff. First, pay attention to how the flames bend without any wind. Any gust of wind blowing the flames this hard should be kicking up sand and moving the branches of the nearby bush, but it's not. Then, after 16 seconds, a bizarre phantom apparition begins to materialize in the circled area.
I see
What's
that.
beyond creepy is this scary face that appears at 18 seconds and never fully goes away.
Yo.
A still image taken at 19 seconds.
Now I see that. I didn't see the other two, but I see this one. Yeah. That's
Reveals
crazy.
a floating face with
That's
a big
crazy.
nose and strong chin. Freaky, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe it's just a lens flare from the flames.
Maybe.
Still, the timing is a little bit too coincidental to not at least briefly consider the paranormal.
Oh my, I still gotta see it. Dude, there's this weird thing flying around. Where is it? Right there.
It's an orb.
Oh my. What is that?
Julia Marie Madness is being driven close to madness by a strange light that she is having trouble explaining. A light that's as interested in her as she is in it. Watch this and tell me if you think it's a camera glitch or something else.
I don't know, man. It could.
Scaring me a little bit. It's like right here.
She's worried about the orb trying to hitch a ride in her car, but some say she should be more worried about it attaching itself to her in a possible possession attempt.
It's like right next to me. It's like right next to me.
Yo, that's crazy.
Dude.
That's crazy, man.
Dude, don't come in my car.
Whatever this is, a car's passing headlights does nothing to change the size or appearance of the apparent ghost orb, so it doesn't seem to be a trick of the light. I'm not saying this can't be a glitch, I'm just saying it's very weird, and so as almost everyone else who's seen the full video, it first appears in a flash of pink light, almost like it teleports in from nowhere, or the pink light is just her thumb. It goes away after a while and she can't recreate the circumstances to make it appear again. This video was taken on a creature expedition deep in the woods of Alabama. Is this an unknown creature caught on tape? They
is it?
think they see a figure hiding between two trees, and when they zoom in for a closer look, they hear a deep noise. Well, some people think this is a cryptid noise. I'm pretty sure it's just the sound of the zoom lens going in and out of focus.
I don't know.
Do you think this is a creature sighting they've caught on camera? I think they were just creeped out in some admittedly scary woods.
Yeah.
Chameo, New Mexico is where you'll find the famous Ghost Garage, a paranormal hotspot along the highway where a ghost or two just might climb into your car. This person
no.
thinks they have a real paranormal video of a spirit caught on tape in this video. I kind of see what he's talking about, but you
Yeah.
really must pay attention, or you'll miss both of these two ghost sightings. Do
Yeah,
you see
okay,
their
yeah,
faces?
yeah,
I
I
think
see it
I
now.
might.
Yeah.
Then again,
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, because at first I can see it, but I can't see it. That makes sense. I can see it, but can't see it. But it's like it's right there, but it's not right there. You get what I'm saying?
Do you see their
Yeah.
faces? I think I might. Then again, I would like to see the original video without the
Right.
filter. Only then will we know what these bizarre figures truly are. A YouTuber in Australia named Sir Makes a Lot is led by his excited child into the living room to check out a new toy he's been playing with.
Come on.
What he finds is this monster roach slowly
shit!
pedaling away on freakishly long legs.
What
The toy car is
That's a... Bro, that shit is on steroids, bro.
smaller than the bug itself.
Bro, I've never seen a bug, a water bug, or whatever bug. Yo, see how big this shit is?
That's simply
Bro,
long
it's
legs.
as big as your hand, bro. Ain't no but
The toy car is smaller than the bug itself. That's simply terrifying.
That's
And when you have a
crazy.
cockroach that's big enough to clog a vacuum cleaner, it's time to move. I mean, to a new continent.
Yo.
I don't think I could ever live in Australia with cockroaches that size roaming
Bro,
around.
where is this at? If any of my viewers, where are you guys from? Let me know down in the comment section. Where are you guys from? And have y'all seen a roach that big? Please let me know down in the comment section, bro. What?
No offense, Australia.
Oh, in Australia? Don't worry about me going there. Ain't no way.
Cockroaches that size roaming around.
Ain't no way.
No offense, Australia. After all, we have towns here in Canada where polar bears wander around.
Bro.
I've got a challenge for you. Here in Canada
the
where
bug-
polar bears
The bug is the size of both of his hands like this, dog.
wander around. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this
That's
far, because I
crazy.
can real life button to rush find out.
That's
Number
crazy.
1. A paranormal video from Russia follows ghost hunter Sergei Sokolov on an urban exploration that creeps him out. The investigation eventually leads him to what appears to be a recently used altar. Crushed cans rest on 3 points of the evil-looking star, northwest and southeast, probably where candles are going to soon be burned for a ritual of some kind. But it looks like a summoning ritual might have already been performed when this happens.
Подпишитесь на канал, поставьте под этим видео лайк, напишите комментарий.
They are wrapping up the paranormal video in typical YouTube style when something weird is caught on camera behind him. Some people say this is a possible paranormal entity.
I mean,
It looks like
it looked like a butt cheek. That's what it looked like.
people say this is a possible paranormal
Like butt
entity,
cheeks.
but if you pay attention, it looks like it could be a drawing on the wall.
Yeah.
But even so, why is only the drawing lighting up?
That's crazy.
Naya
That's crazy,
Rivera.
man. Shots out to Chills and Mr. Nightmare, bro. I gave y'all a double dose tonight, man. Like, for real. Like, let me know what you guys thought about this reaction, bro. Like, I'm like, I also need to know, like, do you guys want me to do this more often? Do 2 videos in one night, or just stick to 1 video a night? Like, let me know down in the comment section, gang, and I can definitely make that happen for y'all, man. And make sure you guys, again, share the videos, and most of all, hit that thumbs up button, because that really like, helps out the channel, man. I really appreciate you guys. Like, make sure you guys are tuning in tomorrow when I drop another one for y'all. But y'all know what time it is, man. And SRT gang, I am out this thing, man. Let's get it.